Right, you come back from a raid or scov run. You got loot, armor, and weapons. Where do you go with it? Well, you say therapist, skier, mechanic. Is that right? Let's go to the dealers. Right, guys, so let's have a look what's going on here. So, the original theory behind the whole thing was when you came back from a raid, you sold anything you could to therapist, anything you could afterwards to skier. That's after you strip the weapons down. And then anything after that you would sell to mechanic. So let's see how that goes now. So what we're going to do, we're going to strip the weapon down. Let's strip it, disassemble, right, and disassemble this one. Kaboom. Right, so now we're going to go to skier first. Let's have a look. But hang on a second. Skier's buying everything. Okay, well, that looks a little bit strange. Okay. Right, so let's put it out there and let's add all the items together that we're going to sell to skier and see how much he will give us. Right, is that everything there? So in total, skier will give us this amount here. Okay. So let's put everything back in there and we'll go this time to another dealer. This time we're going into mechanic. So the weapons are already stripped. So let's see how much he's willing to give us for all our bits and pieces. Oh, there we go. So we do see that mechanic does give us more money. And that is the amount there that we can see there. Right? So what is that saying to us? So actually, you do make more money if you sell to mechanic. Right? So let's reassemble the items. If you don't know how to reassemble a gun, like me. Right. So let's go, well, back to Skier again, shall we? Skier? Oh, hang on a minute. Skier wants to buy the whole gun from us. So let's have a look. How much you will buy these two guns from me, Skier? Well, hang on a second. He's giving me more money if I give it to him assembled. So if he does it that way, what about mechanic? Let's go to mechanic. Hang on a second. What's going on here? Well, mechanic will give us even more money if we just give him the weapons assembled. Which is brilliant. So has anything else really changed from this whole story? Is there anything else we need to look out for? Right, so what we're also going to do, just for the benefit of seeing the reduction that Skier's gone to, let's go to Prapor. So Prapor is now also buying our weapons. Let's sell these to Prapor. Prapor. And Prapor is giving us more than Skier for these weapons. Okay. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe and also to tick a like because that helps with the YouTube algorithms. So they tell me. Okay, so let's have a look. So let's look at the typical way we used to do things. So typical way, well, that I used to do things was I used to use Skier. We're going to sell all these items to Skier. Let's see. What are you going to give us for the Skier? So those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items. Is that right? That's the price you'll give us for that. So let's go have a look at Ragman. There we go. So already Ragman is buying the stuff for a lot more than what Skier will pay for it. Also on top of it, he's also going to give us more money than Jaeger will give us for this. And that amount is what Jaeger will give us for this. Okay. So now we're talking about other types of loot. And this is, what can we say, normally focused on therapist. You could say that the remainder of the loot you can give to therapist. Let's have a look at that. So we're going to therapist. It took me ages to set all this up here. There is some stuff I've still got that I can't add in. So I'll try to add as much in as possible. You can see any type of container therapist will buy. Obviously, if you can get more money on the flea market, then that's the way to go. But sometimes you'll be surprised. You just got to check around to see who gives you the best price. So we can see I've kind of made this in a set order, and I'll show you why in a second. So therapists will buy everything here, though odd things like electric motor and drills and stuff, you'll get skier and whatever buy it. But therapist is definitely the highest when it comes to the dealer. Okay, so therapist, you can still class her as being very reliable. So let's have a look at Jaeger. So if you don't want to sell to therapists and you need to bring your Jaeger level up, Jaeger sells all these items that are lit now at the same price as therapist. So there's no difference between therapist and Jaeger when it comes to those items. He's got a limit of items that he sells, that a therapist sells, but though he does sell other stuff like rigs and ammo. Not ammo, sorry. Armor. Rigs and armor. Okay, so he even buys the meds at the same price as therapist and that. So if you want to get him up, which doesn't sound right, but then that's the way of doing it. So there we go. I just want to remind you guys too that pre-10, this is probably the way you're going to have to operate until the flea market becomes available. So the only thing I found out here is therapist does not buy the folder of intelligence anymore. And I'm sure I've sold loads to therapists before because her price a lot of times was very competitive to the market. So no charge really involved and you can just sell it straight. But now she doesn't buy it. I go to Jaeger thinking, well, if she doesn't want it, maybe Jaeger buys it. But Jaeger does not buy it either. So going around to all the individuals, let's see who buys it. The typical fence will buy it, but he's going to give you basically like a second-hand price for that. So that's 27,000 rubles for that. And skier won't buy it. You can see there's some stuff skier will buy, but they are low priced. Peacekeeper will buy it for dollars, and there's some stuff here that he would buy. Ragman will only buy the rags, some of the rags, in fact. Okay, so let's revisit everything. So, as from 12.67, around about there, probably even earlier, when the wipe happened, this is how the dealers have been working. The results are as follows. If you want to sell weapons, attachments, and ammunition, mechanic. Only mechanic. You can sell to other people, but you won't get your price. So mechanic, so that means skier. You buy a skier, you're out. You're the weakest link. Right, the next one is rigs, backpacks, armor, headsets. That will be Ragman. Other people will also sell that type of stuff, but Ragman has got the best prices. No one comes closer. And the last thing we have is any other type of loot, be it electronics, water, stuff for your hideout, and so on, stuff like that. So that type of stuff is Therapist. So Therapist is the best price out of all of them. Well, she buys majority of everything except for the that documentation folder. And Jaeger matches her prices on some of the stuff, but anything else, just Therapist is the way to go. So if we look back at this, so we say, right, you go in the raid and you've come out and now you go, how do I sell? So how do you sell? The theory goes as follows: Therapist, mechanic, Ragman. And that's all you need to know. I would like to thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope this has helped you with your adventures in a lovely game called Escape from Tarkov. Thank you very much, and cheerio for now. Oh, it must have been because you must have had a full stop in there. Oh, I'm gonna die anyway. But you must have put some commas or something in your writing. Oh, Nate.
Ну ничего, кубку все продам и заживем.
I don't know how many bullets we've got left.